There is literally so much going on with gaming right now that I had to scrap a video that I recorded before, and I need to re-record this because there's just so much stuff going on, and I want to be able to share all of this stuff with you guys. So yeah, we're gonna be doing that while playing some Modern Warfare 3. We're gonna be playing a game mode which apparently doesn't have skill-based matchmaking. It's gonna be this one right here, 10v10 mosh pit. I actually missed that whole thing that was going on with Modern Warfare 3 where they reset everyone's ranks on accident. They were having like server issues and stuff like that, but apparently during that time, skill-based matchmaking was off. Like, it was completely broken, and you could just play Call of Duty like it was in the OG days. Sounded absolutely bonkers, but I was kind of afraid to even open the game and load up my account because I didn't want to lose all my progress. Dude, we grinded for Interstellar and Borealis Camo. I didn't want any kind of chance of losing that by playing on the servers when everything was busted, so. But yeah, apparently 10v10 Mosh Pit doesn't have any skill-based matchmaking, so if you want to play Modern Warfare 3 and have some fun, here you go. But yeah, today's gonna be a lot more of a laid back and chill video because I'm not feeling the best right now, and I'll explain that more towards like the end of the video and stuff. But dude, I've got some ridiculous information to share with you guys, so if you do enjoy this video and you want to see some more videos like this, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new. And let's start the video by talking about the PS5 Pro. So yesterday, I'd actually recorded a completely different video. It was gonna be about the PS5 Pro, but it was gonna be like very much like just a big meme. I decided to scrap that because there was some really bad news that I'll share with you guys in a sec coming from Sony and PlayStation and all that. Hey, I've got to re-record this because my stupid brain forgot to mention that Sony fired like, what, 900 people? Almost 1,000 employees got fired, so yeah, I felt like it would have been in bad taste if I was memeing about the PS5 Pro when this recent news about the Sony layoffs just happens today. So yeah, back to the video. But yeah, there were all kinds of leaks and rumors coming out about the PS5 Pro, and I want to kind of share what I saw with you guys, and hopefully help you guys figure out the difference between what's true about it and what's not. So the whole reason all this stuff came out in the first place is because Sony was sharing some of the specs for the PS5 Pro with developers so that way they can, you know, try to tweak their games based off of the spec that they can work with. And just like the PS4 Pro back in that generation, it's going to be, you know, a better version of the console. It's going to help you load your games faster and stuff like that, possibly even run games at either higher frame rates or at higher resolutions. But the real question is it worth it for the average person playing on PlayStation? And I would say, you know, as someone who bought the PS4 and the PS4 Pro back in that generation of console gaming and stuff, it was like sort of worth it. I mean, you guys already know I play video games and I make these videos as a full-time job. So yeah, it's going to make sense for me. So back then when I was mostly playing on console, it made a lot of sense for me to make that switch, to make that upgrade. So if you're someone who, you know, is a hardcore console gamer and stuff, and you're only playing on PlayStation consoles, then it could be worth it. I want to say for most people though, probably not. Now there were some specs being thrown around, and hopefully I'll have that footage and I can put it on the screen right now so you guys can take a look at the specs and you can come to your own conclusions about what was leaked. But the reality is that it does not paint a full picture of what you're going to be able to do with the console with those specs. And when I was looking through all of these leaks and rumors and stuff, there was a lot of stuff getting thrown around as far as it goes for specific improvements. They had stuff on there like better ray tracing, higher resolutions, and better frame rates and all that stuff, possibly boasting 8K resolution, which seems pretty insane. And I also saw some stuff saying that it could do 4K 60 FPS and 1080p 120 FPS. But what's really strange to me is that the PS5 can already do that. Even though I'm mostly playing on PC nowadays, I still have a PS5, and when I was playing Call of Duty on console on the PS5, I was playing it at 4K 120 FPS. Now granted, it doesn't have the same fidelity as, you know, the PC version that we're playing right now. Right now, I'm on PC playing natively at 4K 144 FPS. I've also played Modern Warfare 3 on the Xbox Series X, and I'd say the biggest difference between all three is that obviously playing on PC, you get the most clear picture. The clarity of all of these little details throughout the map, they're a lot muddier on console. It'd be like if I was playing it like maybe, you know, medium resolution textures or something on PC. But really the big reason I wanted to poke fun at the PS5 Pro, at least just a little bit, when I was recording a different video yesterday, is because like there was all kinds of stupid fake pictures going around about how like there's gonna be a PS5 Pro GTA 6 bundle, which is absolutely not confirmed at all, and it just makes no sense because GTA 6 is releasing in 2025, but a lot of the leaks and rumors are, you know, suggesting that the PS5 Pro is gonna come out later this year. So that was just cracking me up because it made absolutely no sense, and people are just going to be lying about stuff straight up just to try to get some clicks on Twitter, which is just so stupid. But yeah, for now, what we know about the PS5 Pro is that it's obviously going to be an upgraded PS5, and it is potentially going to come out later this year. As far as it goes for what it can actually do, we have no idea. You're just going to have to wait. Now, since all this stuff came out about the PS5 Pro, I was like, well, what's Xbox going to do? Like, what are they going to be releasing? We already have the Xbox Series X. Maybe they're going to do the Xbox Series Y or Z, or maybe like an Xbox Series Pro. I don't know. I don't really know how Xbox has been handling like their upgraded versions of the consoles over time, but at the moment, I couldn't find anything about Xbox and what they're going to be working on next as far as it goes for consoles. But speaking of X, Y, and Z, Pokemon had their Pokemon Day, like Pokemon Presents thing, and they announced a brand new Pokemon game coming out next year in 2025 called Pokemon Legends Z through A. Or maybe it's Pokemon Legends ZA. I'm not exactly sure what everyone's going to be calling it, probably just ZA. And I am really excited for this game because I actually really enjoyed Pokemon Legends Arceus. I thought it was a really fun game. I don't think I posted any footage of it on the main channel, but I did make a video on Nerd Plays where I was going to catch Arceus, and it was a super intense video. I thought Legends Arceus was a really fun game, and it was Pokemon taking like their first step into making an open world Pokemon game, and it was done pretty well. Now, the catch with PLA is that it took place in the Hisui region, which, you know, was more or less like variants of Gen 4, which was the Sinnoh region. And I think Pokemon Legends ZA is going to follow in a similar suit, but it's going to take place, I think, in the Unova region, which is like Gen 5, right? I'm very sorry if I'm getting that wrong. Like, obviously, I still play Pokemon Go and stuff, and I have an idea of what a lot of these Pokemon are, but I didn't play like Gen 5 and Gen 6 originally, so I'm just kind of lost there. But you guys already know I'm a massive Pokemon nerd, and I'm very excited for a brand new game, especially because they're going to be continuing the Pokemon Legends stuff. It more or less hints at the idea that this is going to be a recurring thing, and we're going to be getting more games like this going forward. And this is all coming off of the Sinnoh Tour events that happened on Pokemon Go over the weekend, which I absolutely nerded out over, dude. As you guys might know, I got back into Pokemon Go early last year, and I was so surprised how much the game had changed and how different things were compared to when I like last played it in 2016 and 2017. And over the weekend, I got so many crazy shiny Pokemon and stuff. It was so great. I'll see if I can put like some kind of recording up on the screen so you guys can get like a brief overview of some of the stuff that I caught over the weekend. But my God, dude, it's just so much fun. Holy. I love 10v10 Mosh Pit, by the way. It is beautiful. But yeah, part of the reason I wanted to talk about the Sinnoh Tour is because every single year they also have an event called Go Fest. Typically, these are ticketed events where you could actually, you know, go in person and play the game, and there's all kinds of crazy bonuses and stuff like that. And there's a couple of Pokemon from Gen 4 that have not been released at all, which would be Manaphy and Phione, as well as Arceus. And I've seen some leaks and rumors saying that Arceus could potentially be released at Go Fest this year, which would be insane. Karina and I played the global Go Fest last year, which you could just do locally and stuff, and it was a lot of fun, and we're thinking about maybe doing an in-person Go Fest. It really just depends on where the locations are and what the event is going to be looking like, but I think it could be a lot of fun. I'm sorry for geeking out so much over the Pokemon news, but you guys know, I fucking love Pokemon. And come on, man, it's Pokemon Day. You gotta love it. It's a sacred holiday, and it's the perfect time to start nerding out over Pokemon. But even if you're not the biggest fan of Pokemon, there are more rumors coming out about the Nintendo Switch 2. And ironically enough, it's actually because of the recent Pokemon game announcement. It was because of this tweet from Pokemon right here, which says, Pokemon Legends ZA, an ambitious new entry to the Pokemon video game series, will launch on Nintendo Switch systems in 2025. I don't know if I just voice cracked or not. Systems! I love being sick. Being sick is great. But yes, this has got a lot of people's attention because they didn't just say that the game's coming out on the Nintendo Switch like they would for most game releases. They said on Nintendo Switch systems. That's plural, which now gives us room to wildly speculate about the Switch 2. Again, I kind of feel like at this point the Switch 2 is like an urban legend. Like, we don't even really know if it's real or not. Would it be called the Switch 2 or would it just be like the Switch Pro? That's what I want to know. Because Nintendo's not really too huge on doing like the whole like console number 1, console number 2 kind of thing. Typically when they release a new console, it doesn't really tend to be like, you know, the Switch 1 and 2. It's usually like, you know, like the 3DS and then the 3DS XL and stuff like that. This is just my dumb opinion, but I feel like if they called it the Nintendo Switch Pro, that would make the most amount of sense because most people will still be able to enjoy and play games on the Switch, but the Pro would be the upgraded version that allows games to load faster and maybe run better as well. Now, as far as it goes for when the Switch 2 or when the Switch Pro would end up coming out, there have unfortunately been some rumors that it's going to be delayed until potentially March of next year. And that does kind of suck because people have been waiting for this console for years at this point already. You know, when you look at the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, these are consoles that I at least just feel like don't really need an upgrade at this point. I own both consoles and they both run games pretty well. Like, I really don't know what else they could do at this point, especially because upgraded consoles could potentially cost more than the base consoles as well, and it could change the pricing, so we have to see how that's going to play out. But when it comes to the current landscape of console gaming and stuff, I feel like the Switch is the one that needs the upgrade the most. It desperately needs an upgrade. You want to talk about Pokemon? Scarlet and Violet got roasted so hard for having so many performance issues and for running so poorly when the game launched. And people don't really know where to put the blame. They don't know if they should be blaming Game Freak for not spending more time trying to optimize the game and make it run well on the Switch because other games can, or if they should blame the Switch because it's just not a very strong console. Oh no, dude, I missed that last shot. Oh, I was popping off. I'm sorry. But regardless of trying to blame whoever's responsible for how Scarlet and Violet turned out at launch, the fact of the matter is that the Switch needs the upgrade out of all of the consoles more than anything. And regardless of whatever kinds of leaks and rumors are coming out about the console, my main thing is that I hope that when they upgrade it, they actually make it a significantly good upgrade. Oh, there's a corner camper right there. Are you kidding me? Davy Crockett. hiding behind a barrel. That's cute. But one more thing I want to mention before I wrap this video up is the fact that 2025 is looking like a massive year for gaming. And I don't know if you guys have caught on to this, but it really feels like it's being done intentionally ever since GTA 6 was announced to be released in 2025. You're probably wondering, why is there so much stuff happening in the gaming space in 2025? Why that specific year? And this could just be a crazy conspiracy theory of mine, but I feel like the reason why it's happening is because GTA 6 was announced for 2025, and every single person that's in the gaming space, regardless of whether it's related to GTA 6 or not, wants to take advantage of the fact that it's going to be a big year for gaming. Whew! Oh my god, dude. It's an early prediction, but I think it's an accurate one. I believe that GTA 6 is probably going to be the highest selling video game of all time, and definitely the highest selling game that year. And since so many people are looking forward to this release, and it's so highly anticipated, everyone's gonna be playing video games, and that's why all these other gaming companies wants to also be competing that year and try to do their best to release the best games that they can, possibly release new consoles or at least refreshed consoles. It really does look like 2025 is going to be a massive year for gaming, and that's the reason I wanted to sit down and make this video and just kind of catch you guys up on stuff, share all of my thoughts on this stuff with you guys, because I really do feel strongly that it's going to be a huge year for gaming. I know this is like super ironic because I'm talking about Pokemon and GTA and consoles, but we're here playing Call of Duty. I don't really have anything new to report on as far as it goes for upcoming Call of Duty games. I wish I did. The main reason I was on Call of Duty today is because I thought that there was going to be a new event, but apparently that starts tomorrow. Even though I'm popping off in 10v10, I really need to get refamiliarized with Call of Duty stuff, man, for sure. I thought there was a new event today and I was completely wrong. The only thing new that I've seen for Modern Warfare 3 today is they added the Michonne bundle from, you know, The Walking Dead. It's a pretty neat bundle. I don't think I'll be buying it, but there is a new event starting tomorrow, and there's probably going to be a new aftermarket part, and hopefully it's on a red dot site. I don't know how it can go from having like grandpa slow aim to then just quick scoping the shit out of people. I am so weird. Low sensitivity gang. Whoo! We did it. But that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this random video of me just talking about all kinds of different gaming news today. Wait, I just realized I forgot to talk about why I'm not feeling well. It's actually because of Sinnoh tour. I was walking so much. I'm still recovering from that. I'm exhausted. To be honest, it's kind of hard to tell if I'm truly sick or not. Like, I've just had a really bad sore throat, but I've been recovering from that pretty quickly. I don't know if it's gonna be anything worse than that, but yeah. Your boy's not feeling too well, but I think I should be able to get over it, hopefully soon. I hope it doesn't get worse. But yeah, if you guys are excited for the PS5 Pro, the Switch Pro, the new Pokemon game, or even GTA 6, make sure to drop a like. I'll see you guys later.
Outcome, single.